That comes as at least 12 people were killed in a suicide bombing in Pakistan. The explosion went off near a police vehicle outside district court buildings in the capital, Islamabad. Close to 30 more were injured in that blast. And for the latest on this story, let's bring in France 24's Shahzaib Wahlah, who joins me now live from Islamabad. Shahzaib, what more can you tell us?
Well, according to the latest numbers, 12 people have been killed in the suicide blast that took place outside the district court in the capital city of Islamabad. There are reports that the injured who are in the hospital, a number of them are also in serious condition. So there are fears that the number of deaths may increase in the coming hours. The suicide blast took place next to the main gate of the district court. We saw that the Interior Minister of Pakistan, Mohsin Naqvi, reached the spot of the attack, and he told the media that the suicide bomber wanted to get inside the judicial complex. The Interior Minister said that the attacker waited outside the judicial complex for almost 12 minutes. He also said that the attacker attempted to get inside, but when he couldn't, he targeted a police vehicle outside. The Interior Minister also said that it's the first priority now is to identify the suicide bomber. For now, what we know is that most of the victims in the attack were civilians, including a number of lawyers. The attack took place at 12:39 p.m. local time. This is the time when the judicial complex is usually quite busy. What we also need to understand is that even though Pakistan has a chronic terrorism problem, we see that most of the attacks that take place are in the regions close to its western border next to Afghanistan. But an attack in the capital city has come as a surprise, where in general the security is on high alert. The Defense Minister of Pakistan, Khwaja Asif, described today's attack as a wake-up call for the country, as the attack took place at a time when a number of international events are taking place in Islamabad, including an international cricket match in the neighboring city of Rawalpindi between the Pakistani team and the Sri Lankan national cricket team.
Shahzaib, just very briefly, has any group claimed responsibility for this attack yet?
No group has taken responsibility for the attack as yet. The Pakistani authorities are pointing their fingers towards the Pakistani Taliban, which has been an active terrorist group that has been present in Pakistan since late 2000s, and they have been targeting mostly security forces, government officials, and also civilian population. The Pakistani Taliban are a separate group than the Afghan Taliban, but the Pakistani authorities have recently been accusing the Afghan Taliban of supporting them and turning a blind eye towards the group's presence in Afghanistan. And what we also need to understand is that cross-border terrorism has been the main bone of contention between Afghanistan and Pakistan in the recent months. We have seen that the last month, both countries have had brief clashes on the border, and Pakistan even carried out airstrikes inside Afghanistan, including a strike in the capital city of Kabul, after which a temporary ceasefire agreement was reached and talks between the two countries were held first in Doha and then in Istanbul, with both Qataris and Turkish officials playing the role of facilitators. But the last round of talks in Istanbul failed, with Pakistan and Afghan side both unable to come to an agreement on the problem of cross-border terrorism. Again, if for now that we know that no group has claimed the responsibility, but still there are fears that today's attack can have an impact on the fragile ceasefire agreement between Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Shahzaib, thank you so much for that. Shahzaib Wahlah reporting from Islam.